everyone! Welcome back to another DC read-through, but not a YA read-through. Now, I don't believe I've covered the DC Pride comics before. I've definitely covered the Women of Marvel comics, and those were... whew! Those were a doozy. But DC Pride is kind of like its own monster. It's kind of similar to the whole Women of Marvel deal, where it's just like some puff piece where they're trying to pat themselves on the back like, hey, look at how inclusive our comics are. It's amazing. I should have covered it on Pride Month. I was busy, okay? You can't cover everything immediately. I got stuff to do. But we are going to look at DC Pride 2024. As you can tell by this cover, it is very inclusive. They're such good people. Look at how inclusive this is. Somewhere in the Nevada desert, at Blue Starman 76 asks, are you bisexual or pansexual? Or are you omni? Who the fuck cares? I mean, bisexual feels right, Rutger. I landed in 1976. That was the word I learned for me. I like guys, I like girls, I like folks beyond the whole binary thing. I don't much care what anyone was assigned as. Usually when we have these types of comics that are supposed to be a collection of stories just patting themselves on the back like look how inclusive we are, usually you want to open up with your best story, and instead we just immediately get a rant about, let's talk about all these different kinds of sexualities. Which one am I? I don't know. I just like fucking anything that moves. We Tralavians were just hung up on factionalities instead of sexualities. Were you mind council or body politic, culture warrior or might writer? We'd kill each other over things like that. An instinctive emotional need to find an enemy and conquer. Eventually the whole planet picked a fight it couldn't win, and well, that was that. Man, we have a lot of words being emphasized in every single word bubble. Is it supposed to be like this? Is that connected to why we're meeting some mysterious friend of yours instead of recording? Hey, Comac. Mikal. Thanks for meeting me here. I'm from his world. I wouldn't say we're alike. Not in outlook, at least. Not since I tried to conquer the Earth! Don't freak Rutger out, Kay. He's my friend. Sorry, it's an alien thing. A thing we have in common, Tradlavians. The need to conquer each other is to conquer each other in a sexual way. Every so often we battle on a mental plane. The first time I thought it would be to the finish, but well, bodies are resilient. It's better that way, I suppose. We're the last two. It'd be a shame to be just one. I need your help. Will Rutger be okay if we don't come back? I don't mean financially, he's your friend. More than that once. Oh, I fucked him too. If you say so. Friend, lover, enemy. There isn't really an Earth word for this, is there? For what we are? What are we? Are we dating? Are we together? Are we friends with benefits? Tell me about this bioweapon. Yeah, please. Tell me about the plot-oriented stuff. What's to tell? You can guess most of it. I'm trying to work with you here, comic. Just behave. Behave for 2 seconds. Is one of the planet killers we seeded Earth with. Back when the Mind Council wanted to conquer it, when there was a Mind Council, it must have activated itself somehow. What the fuck is this tentacle monster? Are we going full anime here? I call it the Scream Seed. Oh, I see what you did there. I don't like it. Evocative. No, stop it. Don't scream. Got it. That's how it lives? How does it die? We poison its food. You've got the sonic crystal, you've got the music, and I've got this. It shoots rainbows, get it? 'Cause they're gay. This does kind of play into the whole tentacle rape thing, doesn't it? And then they're done. So, how was it for you?
Stop! Stop!
Why do I suspect this weapon didn't just activate itself? Mikal, I'm not dead or even hurt, so it wasn't some trap. So why, Comac? Why plant the scream seed? Started wondering, what would it feel like fighting the enemy, risking it all? What would it feel like if that wasn't against you, but alongside you? This is so fucking weird. I hate it so much already. So, how was it for you? Oh, God! We cut from this weird conversation to this. This was made for 13-year-olds, by the way. And that's how they end it. That's the worst story. It's already the worst story. I don't even know who these characters are. I know there might be some other DC fans who are like, oh yeah, I know those characters, but they're not nearly recognizable to put as the first story in a DC Pride book. You're doing a series of short stories and this is what you start off with? That was awful. Oh, this is an art style. We're going full webtoon on this one. First crushes? Great question, Hwah! You go first. Well, 7 C's, let's see. For me it was this merchant boy from the 9th tried over in Atlantis who would show up every humpback season. You had a crush on some weird fish creature? Hwah! That crush was definitely mutual. Oh, really? As for me, picture this. A king among men. His lifeguard chair was a throne, but I couldn't get near a pool back in New Mexico. I know we've been taking things slow, but I really was hoping to take you out on an actual date today, Jackson, something romantic. I wish I didn't have guard duty, and I wish these new plankton farms weren't overrun with leviathans. I'm just going to state what the plot is. Do I belong in Amnesty Bay? Or maybe my place is in Atlantis, or here in Zabel? Not to get too deep, but where do queer people even belong in the ocean? What? Where do queer people even belong in the ocean? What are you talking about? I think you belong wherever you feel like. And third, oh no! Worm alert! Worm alert! Worm alert! Leviathan! Oh, worm alert! Let's repeat this like 10 more times so that it's funnier. Kakroom! Whoa, where am I? Fum, fum, fum. Orion! Arthur has told me all the League's dealings on Apocalypse, but you don't get many war stories about New Genesis, and I seek to keep it that way, young Jackson Hyde. We are familiar with the creatures you encountered, Jackson Hyde, but they have turned churlish of late. Something has upset their nursing grounds, and they now use their interdimensional powers at random. You are the first stranger to appear on our shores, but more shall follow. It puts New Genesis in great peril, especially if the forces of Apocalypse discover this weakness. Hey man, that sounds like a huge problem, but, I hate to break it to you. You seem to be the only one worried. What's everyone celebrating? Why are they all making out? There's like one guy who's just celebrating normally, and then everybody else is just making out. New Genesis is a place of art and knowledge, but most of all, it is a place of love, you bigot. They just say stuff, and they just want people to like recognize the words and be like, oh, I like love. Love is good, but it doesn't mean anything. This festival of love is no place for warriors such as I. My heart only loves battle. Fuck yeah. I'm already on this guy's side. Like sapiosexual? He's a battle sexual? Does he mean he's aromantic ace? What? Never mind, this is none of my business. Why would you even think that it's a new sexual? Why would that be the first thing your brain goes to? Why is sex always on your mind? Maybe I can meet someone in the city who knows why the Leviathans are acting up. Oh yeah, I forgot about that plot line. Puts his hand up and it gleams. Oh, duh. Plankton farms? You said it yourself. Something upset their nursing grounds. Zabel's new plankton farms are why the Leviathans have been going nuts. You are welcome here. Perhaps not all who carry the title of Aquaman are as vexing as Arthur Curry. The fuck is wrong with Arthur? Worm alert! Oh, I so knew that we were not gonna get enough of the worm alert. Jackson! Jackson, where'd you go? New Genesis, pretty fun. Queerer than you'd think. Would it be weird to call you my boyfriend? I hate labels, but Jackson, you are my boyfriend. Proposing to me with my own gauntlet? What? No. Listen, I really do hate labels, and I'm not trying to be formal. Like, we're chill, it's chill, everything is chill. Why are you acting like monogamy is a bad thing? Being loyal to one person? Disgusting. Well, I don't mind labels, and you are so chill. I've never met anyone more chill than you. Why the sudden change, boy who is my romantic friend? Well, I was on New Genesis and far away from anywhere I would ever call home. I remembered what you said, Hule. You belong wherever you feel like you. I guess I feel like me when I'm around you. Man, so deep. Alright, Poison Ivy and Janet from HR. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. What the fuck are you talking about, Janet from HR? Somebody needs to get fucking slapped. Stop self-inserting yourself so you can fuck whatever DC character you want. Just stop it. 100,000 years ago, shamans used it to talk to their gods. Tribes would take it together on the plains of Siberia to forget their differences, to remind themselves that they all came from the same primordial seed. It went extinct tens thousand years before the Mesopotamians invented writing. Lucky me, I found a cellar with the only viable spores in the multiverse. Just a matter of hitching a ride out here. There are some people back on Earth I'd like to send to meet their god. A safe dealing spore that walks a full return. Thank you, friend. We'll be back by local midnight. You can really understand him? More or less. They're not really a him, though. More like a colony. Fucking bigot. This place isn't how I pictured it. What did you expect? You know how on Star Trek, whenever they go to a new planet, everyone there kind of has the same vibe, but it's nothing like that at all. It's heady, overwhelming. It's kind of beautiful though, isn't it? Why is this imagery and every single panel looks like a piece of shit? Why are they talking about how it's beautiful? What are you talking about? Dead fish guts and trash and graffiti everywhere? Like, what are you talking about? I'm so confused. Oh no, there's Earth humans. Why? Why are they here? We've poisoned our planet with homosexuality, with transgenderism, and it's happening here too. The Heritage Militia wants to help you free yourselves from blindness, from cultural rot. The Green Lantern Corps used to have a presence here, but now it's just corporate police. They must be in bed with whoever bankrolls these freaks. Imagine going to another world just to preach what kind of bigotry you have at home. Like I was saying before, if you want to present this planet as being very flattering, then you should have done that, but you didn't. You made it extremely unflattering, and then you're insinuating that any opposition to the planet must be a bigotry opposition. So very dense writing here. Very dense. And quite frankly, polarizing. Now you're trying to spread... what the fuck? Why is there no dialogue here? Why is there no dialogue here? What was the dialogue? Ah! Alright, and then the bug collects the guy who's turning into moss. Yeah, I'm sure that'll change their minds. That'll convince them that you're not evil. What did you do to him? Gave him a very bad case of athlete's foot. He had it coming. We'll be gone before they find us. Thanks for coming with me. Let's be gay.
Dr. Isley, what a pleasure. You have it?
I do. Marus, Mius, and Nanus. Extinct for 15,000 years. and it just so happens to look like the exact same spores that you spread across that old man by just looking at him. Didn't even, like, throw up her hand or do any spell stuff. No, she just looks at him, and then she can cover him in fungus.
They have a standing bounty on travelers from Earth who fall into one of their deviant categories. They're quite concerned about their little monopoly on human propaganda here. Get behind me. I can't pretend to understand or care about your species' ideology. Disagreements over such meaningless things and desire and genital configuration.
Excuse me? What? This is actually perfect. I thought I'd have to wait until I got home to try this out. And then she opens this, like, extinct spore that she was hoping to restore back to life, but I guess that plan's out of the question now. And then she just blows it into the air, and then they start vomiting, and then they die. It's a psychedelic. Ancient Siberian tribes used to use it to commune with their gods and perceive the connection between all things. I gave them 30 times the safe dosage. They're going to see a lot of things. Wonderful, terrible things. And then they're going to die screaming. So what, they're imagining that they're raping each other and dying?
What? What the fuck?
In what universe is this okay to put into a 13-year-old's hands? This is beyond just making fun of the homophobic crowd or whatever you thought you were doing. This is going beyond that. This is some weird revenge porn. Steelworks Tower. I figured I'd have my favorite steel here. Raven! To what do I owe the pleasure? I wanted to deliver this to you in person, and apparently it is sprayed with rainbow perfume or something. You are cordially invited to the 2024 Pride Party. Tracy is opening Oblivion's doors to everyone for Pride, including allies of magic and the queer community. She wanted to symbolize the importance of belonging. No surprise she came up with such a thoughtful idea. So, will Gar and I see you there? Oh, Raven! Oh, fuck, from Teen Titans! Oh! She's so unrecognizable with the short hair. I thought she was just like some standard, like blue hair goth chick. I didn't know that this was actually supposed to be Raven from Teen Titans. It's obvious you're trying to avoid Tracy. Can you blame me? You know what happened. I don't like to get involved with issues between my friends, but this is important. It will be uncomfortable, but it will be worth it. You made it! Yeah, I don't know, maybe this was a mistake. If you could help defeat Mongol on Warworld, you can find the courage to talk to your ex. Oh, it's her ex. John Constantine. You said you were gonna dress up for the party and wear something different for a change. Hey, I did. This is a new tie. Heh, that looks exactly like your old one. Tracy, don't turn around, but Nat's here. Nat! I said don't look. This looks like a really, like, teenager-y party for John Constantine to show up at, but I mean, I guess my first introduction to Constantine was the DCYA comic book, so maybe that's what they're thinking. What is she doing here? Didn't you invite her? I invited everybody. Oh yeah, he's drinking too. Are these supposed to be adults? Are these actually supposed to be adults in this comic? Because if they look and act like very young teenagers, this is kind of weird. I say, talk to her, give her a piece of your mind. A heated argument can lead to other hot things. Have angry sex with her? That's your solution to this problem? What? This is a great party. Congrats on putting it together. Thanks, but what is this about? I haven't seen you since you dumped me. Wait, scratch that. Even that wasn't in person, because you broke up with me through a hologram. I wanted to prove I was capable of being a superhero to everyone, including you, Tracy. That's why I broke up with you and broke your heart. It all makes sense now. You should have had girlfriend Nat, not self-doubting superhero Steel. I'm really sorry, Tracy. Thank you for taking the time to apologize in person. It took a bit longer than I would have preferred, I know, but it's a good first step, Nat.
For real, thanks. One more thing. What's up? I still want my hoodie back. Aw, come on. And then they just like shoehorn in Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn making out over here. Why did you invite villains? We completely have forgotten that Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy and like these female boss bitch characters are villains. We're throwing that out the window. They're like, oh, well, they're gay, so they can't be that bad. Let's invite them to a party of almost exclusively superheroes. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. Especially superheroes that aren't even, like, in costume, aren't trying to hide their secret identity or anything. Alright, we're in A-Town, otherwise known as Gay Town. Remember that comic, guys? Fucking kill me! Oh god, why do they look like that? Oh god. It's like the 2000s How to Draw Manga book. I understand you're trying to like mix in some western-y comic style and then also mix in like anime eyes and expressions, but not to this extent. They're Dr. Fate. Who are they and why do they sound OP? OP? It's video game slang. It means overpowered. Do you play any video games, Ray? My mom and I played board games. I thought we could unwind here before another crazy week. An ad for this event popped up in my YouTube feed. Same here, so we all have basically the same algorithm. Why does this matter? Why are you bringing that up? What are you talking about? What? These dialogue balloons didn't need to exist! So sweet! Oh god, the anime eyes are fucking killing me! So there is this one guy. Wait, a guy? Heh, yeah, I'm crushing a bit too. It's a feeling I haven't had in quite a long time. He pretty much checks a lot of the boxes. He's confident, funny, inquisitive, friendly, tall, muscled up, great lips. Tell us more. Spicy. He has a decent post-gym smell. I'm into it. I can't unhear this. You clowns. Whew. Pull it together. My god, Superboy, you got fucking booty! Look at that booty! Man, she looks so ridiculously different every single time they draw her. This is traditional Cyandian cuisine. Think of it like our planet's version of Penny Rustica. And our apartment smells like this sauce that took 2 days to prep. Jeez, like when is the plot gonna happen? Hey, we're all here. Let's take a group pic. I'm not feeling too photogenic today. Now look, Ray, I'm stronger than you, and my boyfriend wants a picture. What the fuck? What's wrong with you, Superboy? Hey guys, where's Ray? Oh no, did he get trapped inside the booth bulbs? No bueno. It's really dusty inside of here. Someone should clean this. So the guys think you're stuck inside the photo booth. How'd you find me? Good old X-ray vision. Now, what's wrong? Talk to me. Why are you talking to Superboy though? He was the one who like forced you to take the photo and not respect your feelings at all. Anxious, uncomfortable, in crowds, out of my depth. You all are so much more confident. Ray, it's not a competition. You're fine just the way you are. I want to be more confident in who I am. It doesn't come easy for me. Admittedly, having my family accept me did help a lot. It sounds like you possibly have a different experience. Totally. That being said, my go-to spot when I need to think is on the moon. Wanna go? I will die. I will actually die. So please do not take me to outer space, Superman. That's the end? That's the end. That's how they end it. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. What? That's not a story. What, because he talked about his feelings in one scene? For like 2 panels? Barely? Now that constitutes as a story? That's a solution to the problem? Ah, jeez, man. I got whiplash on that one. Whew! Oh boy! You know, this really does speak to how, like, people like being a writer because it makes them feel important, but some people are not made to be writers. Some people just don't have anything to say at all. Like, some people just genuinely
do not have a message to be spread or anything. They just have nothing to say. They just have no interesting stories or inspiration to make a story. And this feels like one of those people. It doesn't feel like they had any ideas for a story. I didn't always think I was going to be a superhero. Actually, I lived the majority of my life being certain of just the opposite. My mom was a seer. Oh, I read this one recently. It's another DCYA character. A Naltorian hero blessed with precognitive dreams. I'm trying to follow in her footsteps to be the hero she always foresaw her daughter becoming. Nia, watch out. But I'm not the daughter she anticipated. And she couldn't do this. Nia, are you alright? What happened? I'm sorry, Dad? I don't know why she's training with her dad. It's okay, you did good. Doesn't feel like it. I know it's hard right now, but you're powerful, kiddo. You don't have to apologize for that. Why? Why what? Why am I powerful? Because you're a Mary Sue, hun. Now, Torian mothers train their daughters their whole lives just to interpret their dreams. But my mom didn't train me. Even after she foresaw my transition, she didn't train me. Why couldn't you have just included me? This is already very different from the DCYA comic. This writer took a completely different direction with this character. Originally, Nia didn't want the powers, wanted to give it to Maeve, didn't feel any resentment. What's that? Oh, it's a note. My Nia, I wish there was more time to explain everything. I'm sorry, I won't be there to help you. If you're reading this, it means you have accepted your power and that you have done what I cannot. I'm so proud of you. Just take this time and understand what you are. A tome is like a book, right? I don't see anything. Shouldn't there be? What? Those aren't my hands. They look like, oh, Maeve. Of course it was Maeve. Stupid, jealous, turfy, judgy, sticky-fingered Maeve. Yeah, Nia is written to, like, really hate Maeve in this story, which is very opposite. I mean, granted, it's not like it's unusual for DC to take a character and completely write the exact opposite of what they originally were. Maeve, open the door. I know about the book. Maeve. And then fucking smashes a rock through her window. Why? Okay, if I were the biggest jerk, where would I keep all the irreplaceable stuff I stole? Yep, right where everyone could see it, because I suck so much. Now, which one is it? This is some more like revenge porn. This is like someone who read Bad Dream, a Dreamer story and was like, fuck Maeve, she's a TERF. I'm gonna write a story and I'm gonna make Nia, like, smash Maeve's windows and talk about how bad she is. Yeah! Astral projection, step 1. Reading you this fucking, yeah, sure, okay, whatever. Okay, and then she just gets teleported into whatever fucking world. It's Naltorian, some kind of poem. To be known as the Dreamer. That's it. That's the end of the story. Maybe this is leading up into some other Dreamer story comics, but yeah, I don't know. It seems like they're going a completely different direction from the introduction of this character. Oh, there is another story. Suicide Squad Dream Team, I guess, features this character. Interesting, okay. Anyway, I think I'm gonna actually stop here for now. I'm pretty tired. I've already been recording for a while, just doing those stories, but there are 3 more stories in the DC Pride 2024 that I have not read, just the last 3 stories. So if you want me to do another video where I finish it, I can do that, but also, who cares? I think we already got the idea just from the stories I read alone. This is bad. This is really bad. I would say it's kinda of equivalency to what you get in the DCYA comics. I think the best story out of the ones that I've read might have been Blue. It might have actually been the one based on Bad Dream, but I think Bad Dream was a really bad DC comic. But everything else was just like kind of painful to read through and kind of felt pointless to read through. And then, of course, there was the crazy, absolutely insane Poison Ivy story. I don't know how you can let that get past editing and act as though that is okay. The first story was really fucking weird. I don't even know those characters. I don't know what they were thinking opening the DC Pride 2024 comic with that story. So yeah, I'm gonna say that the best one out of the ones that I've read. So that's a pretty harsh critique on the other stories, the fact that I thought that one was written the best. Anyway, if you like the video, comment down below your own thoughts and whether or not you'd actually like me to finish this. Subscribe for more read-throughs like these. And I'll see you next time, guys. Bye!
Everything changes day after day. Everything changes, although it may stay. Whatever we try and whatever we do, everything changes just like me and you.
Program restart.